Can this attack from Stony of Die Crew pull in the final star that they need to win this MLCW Frozen Fury war? Stay tuned to find out the final result of this war. It was insane, and to see some of these amazing attacks. Let's roll this intro and go and check them out. So here is the final result in the Die Crew against TREIBHAUS MLCW Frozen Fury Final. God, that was a mouthful, but you can see Die Crew by 1 star did manage to pick up the victory. It was crazy. So that attack that I showed briefly at the start, we will be showing that in full right at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. It was something special. It was in the last minute of the war. It was in the very last minute, and they were able to pick up that 1 star that gave them the victory. But let's not forget about TREIBHAUS. They did put up an incredibly strong fight. I believe they either got, it was 97 or 98%. Just missed out on that couple of percent that would have meant that it was a draw. So yeah, incredible stuff. If you guys didn't see it, I streamed some of this. Clash Playhouse also streamed some of this. If you guys want to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/clashwithstyle. I am now an affiliate, so you can come through, subscribe, and use those sexy new emotes that I have got up on there. But without further ado, let's stop talking and go in and check out some of these sexy 3-star attacks. So the first one we are going to be taking a look at is a Town Hall 10 Hog Rider attack. And Tribute to Light decided to come in here with a Coco Loon to start, followed by a Stone Slammer. So you can see that Coco Loon did pick up a Seeking Air Mine, which is perfect for us. You can see as well those Clan Castle troops probably going to cause us a few issues. That dragon is going to melt through our balloon very quickly indeed, but that's going to pop and we are going to get, I cannot even see what we have in there. It looks like Valkyries are going to be coming out of that, and the dragon there absolutely melting through that. So the Stone Slammer really didn't get much value at all. I'm guessing Tribute to Light was looking to grab the enemy queen as well as that multi-target inferno, but unfortunately with that dragon coming out of the clan castle, it really meant that we were not able to do it. We did have a poison spell down on them, but it still was not enough. We have dealt with the enemy dragon right there from the clan castle, so we've finally been able to get that down. We are going to start trickling our hogs in from this bottom section, so keep an eye on them. Unfortunately, they went straight into a giant bomb, which is definitely not what we need. Luckily, the queen is going to be pushing into the center of the base there. She's going to get onto that enemy queen. We can pop her ability right there. We'll also be able to get down this multi-target inferno. So the Stone Slammer didn't get the job done, but luckily the queen was able to come in there behind and finish it off for that. You can see the Hog Rider is going to be going really quickly through this base. They're going to be tearing defense after defense down. We of course get that heal spell over the bomb tower. We do have a poison spell, which I'm guessing Light may use on these skeleton traps because they are causing us a lot of issues. We're going to be pushing on to these final few defenses here. Poison spell finally goes down, very delayed on that poison spell, and that will stop any of those skeletons that are going to be causing our hogs a little bit of trouble. Spring trap takes out a couple of our hogs, and it's really going to be this Tesla that's going to do a little bit of damage. Spoke too soon there. Giant bomb does go off, but we still have quite a few troops left up, and it looks like this one is going to be a pretty nice triple to start us off. Even though that siege machine didn't get as much value as Light was probably looking for, we are still able to get the job done. So let's just speed this up to ×4 to finish off. You can see those hogs going to pick away at the town hall. They will grab that for us. We've got a couple of cleanup wizards helping out as well. Final building goes down, and we get the first 3-star of this recap. So without further ado, let's go and take a look at another Town Hall 10 3-star attack. We have Dragon coming in here against this base that actually proved to cause us quite a few issues. So let's see how Dragon decides to go about it. We're going to start off with a couple of loons, going to take care of that mortar over here on that right hand side and test if we can pick up any Seeking Air Mines. We are actually able to pick up a red bomb there, so we get that out of the way. Saves our loons taking a little bit of damage whenever we get them in. But you can see Dragon going to be charging this queen in, and interestingly enough, going to be using a quad quake to break that queen in. We do have our king very close to the queen there, which always is a danger that those healers may switch over, but looks like luckily enough for us, they are going to stick onto our queen. Our king actually has done a pretty good job clearing the path for our queen to go right into this base, and Dragon going to be looking to grab the enemy clan castle troops here, which she's doing perfectly for us, the queen there. We're also going to get a couple of loons in behind just to test for any seeking air mines, because the most important thing here is to keep our queen alive. She can do a lot of work for us on the back end, but you can see she is going to be pushing through onto that air defense, so we're going to get one of them down nice and early. We are also onto that multi-target inferno, another key defense that you need to get down if you're going to be going in with these Lalo attacks. Completely missed it there, but we have a Stone Slammer now going to be coming in from this top section of the base, and it is going to be able to do a huge amount of work because there is no air targeting defenses in that vicinity. The further it comes down, the closer it gets. It will start to be targeted. You can see that Expo going to start getting a few shots off it, but we now have our Lalo portion coming in, and it's exactly like I said. The queen is still going very strong with her ability in hand, and it means that she's going to continue clearing all of these structures along this right hand side for us. Looks like we're actually going to be pushing into the middle there to try and deal with some of them. Our rage spell goes down, which pretty much catches all of our balloons there, which is perfect. They can push really quickly on through these final defenses. The last of our spells, that haste spell, is going to be going down right there. One balloon actually splits off to take out that air defense force, and luckily it pops our lava hound right on its dying breath, so we have some extra lava pups in there to help us clean up, but we have plenty of troops. That queen hardly took any damage throughout that. The healer's doing a great job keeping her up, and Dragon is able to pick up a very, very nice triple there for Die Crew. So without further ado, let's move on. We're going to head back down to the ground and check out a P.E.K.K.A. bat attack. So we have female violence coming in here with a pretty unorthodox attack. Now, I don't see this very often, so it was very interesting to see this. I actually believe I caught this live on my stream. Again, for those who haven't gone and followed, twitch.tv/clashwithstyle. Head over there. There should be a link below as well. I stream Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, so feel free to come by and check that out. But you can see female violence going to be coming in here with countless P.E.K.K.A.s. I believe there were 7 in this attack. We're going to be getting a wall wrecker down here on this bottom section. A couple of P.E.K.K.A.s going to break through the wall up on that left hand side, and we have cleared a very nice path indeed. But the most important thing is to push into the center and try and get as much value from our wall wrecker when it pops as we can, because we have max level bowlers in there. Rage and healed, of course, goes down on those bowlers. We take out the queen almost instantly as soon as it pops, and they are going to continue ripping through the rest of this base. Now keep an eye out for these bats. They are going to be able to tear through the majority of these defenses. We're going to get that wizard tower over on this bottom right hand section down, and it means that we only have that multi-target inferno as well as this wizard tower over here on the right hand side to deal with. Our queen should be able to take care of that enemy king and then hopefully grab that wizard tower for us, which means our bats only have to deal with this multi-target inferno. Speak of the devils and they shall appear. They are going to come right down on that multi-target inferno, tear it to shreds, so we no longer have that to worry about in the back end. They're going to push through here and deal with the remainder of these defenses. Very, very nice indeed. Swags a freeze spell in the center of the base just to be like, yeah, I'm going to rub it in. I can 3-star like an absolute pro. Very, very nice indeed. You can see a huge amount of troops left up on this one for the cleanup job. Plenty of P.E.K.K.A.s, all of those bats, a couple of wizards. Our queen still nearly on full health, so very impressive stuff indeed. So that does it for the Town Hall 10s. Let's move on now to some Town Hall 11 action, which was very nice as well. So we have Hat-Trick coming in here with a bit of a queen charge minor attack. So at Town Hall 11, this has to be one of the strongest attacks in the game right now. You can see Hat-Trick actually going to be coming in with a couple of Coca-Loons to start off, and then a Blimp Bomb, and that's going to go right down on that Eagle, and we're going to see a couple of Valkyries alongside that one Yeti come out and try and rip through as many defenses as we can possibly grab. Those Yeti mites going to be able to grab that expo just as the Yeti dies. Queen now going to be coming in from this top right hand side. Poison spell goes nice and early down on that lava hound. It's going to take us a while to get through that, so while the Queen is doing that, you can see we've got a couple of cleanup troops already in, a couple of wizards to help funnel the Queen, as well as a baby dragon over here up on the top section of the base. Poison spell doing its job right there, and it means that our Queen is going to go exactly where we need her, and she won't be stalled on those lava pups for too long. King's going to start funneling along this bottom section of the base, because the main thing here is to get our miners going exactly on the path that we need them to. Queen is going to continue sweeping around this right hand side of the base, and we are now going to get our miners going. Now the one thing that I was worried about when I watched this one, we still have that enemy Queen and the King to deal with, but luckily our Queen was pushing around this bottom side of the base, and our miners were far enough away at the top section that we do not have them to worry about. Rage spell goes down on our Queen there. We are going to need to pop her ability as we're dealing with both enemy heroes, but as our Queen pops her ability, the enemy Queen goes over to start doing some work on our miners. But luckily they were under that heal and they could tear through her very, very quickly. It looks like they have actually started to split here, but Hat Trick is going to be healing up the largest group, which is actually currently on the bottom section of the base. The Queen's still doing a great job clearing all of this out, so once these miners have finished clearing along this bottom section of the base, they are going to all push back up together in one big group, and they only really have this multi-target Inferno to deal with. Well, in fact, we have that bomb tower, which, as everyone knows, can do a bit of damage, but as long as they go underground, they will not be affected by that. The healer's actually deciding there, the Queen's had enough healing. We are going to switch over to the Grand Warden, who seems to be very unsure what he's actually doing, and it means that these healers are going to be pulled into the beams of this multi-target Inferno, but not before our miners can take this out. So this one actually ended up being a hell of a lot closer than Hat Trick was probably anticipating. We've only got a few miners left up, but our Queen, what is she doing? What is she doing? Why would she not just go up and shoot that archer tower? She seems very unsure. I'm guessing it's those air scalies that drew her in. But nonetheless, Hat Trick is able to pick up that 3-star for Die Crew, giving them another step closer to that infamous win in the MLCW Final. So without further ado, let's move on and check out an attack that you don't really tend to see at Town Hall 11. So we have no mechanics coming in here with E-Drags. So E-Drags are probably most commonly used in E-Drag spam attacks. You'll see this most in CWL. Town Hall 11s that aren't really sure, they just go, hey, I'm just going to spam a load of E-Drags in and see where it gets me. But no mechanics deciding that this is the way to go. We are going to be getting loons coming out of that blimp to start, and we just grab that multi-target Inferno. Looks like it was actually the Yeti that came out that was able to get the job done. We also have a lava hound. We have a baby dragon, excuse me, helping the Queen just deal with this enemy clan castle, as well as this balloon. We definitely do not want that balloon to get too many shots on our Queen. Luckily, she takes it down nice and quickly. So we've dealt with the enemy clan castle. We've been able to take down plenty of defenses with that blimp coming in at the start, with the Yetis and balloons coming out of that, and no mechanics is looking pretty good already to pick up this triple. The baby dragon doing its best, but that air defense is able to catch it in its range and take it out. A sneaky little archer is going to be able to grab this mortar for us, which is perfect, just out of range of any other buildings, which means that it can take out that mortar no problem at all. Queen now going to be pushing into the center of this base, and we are going to be able to grab the enemy Queen here, as well as that other multi-target Inferno. So no mechanics, seeing a huge flaw in this base layout, and it means that they're able to get really, really good value from that Queen charge. The Eagle Artillery is now activated, so we do have that to worry about. We're going to be starting with an E-Drag over here on this right-hand side, and the rest of them are now going to be coming in from this bottom section of the base alongside our Grand Warden. King's done a fantastic job funneling all the way along this left and bottom section of the base. He is going to go down there. Unfortunately, no mechanics, just missed that Warden's ability ever so slightly too late, which meant these E-Drags did take one shot right in the face from this Eagle artillery, which is actually going to send off a few more shots right there. Another rage spell goes down, which means these E-Drags are going to be propelled right out of the range of these Eagle shots, so we actually miss all 3 of them, which is perfect for us. A few Seeking Airmines going to take care of a couple of our E-Drags on the back end here, but they are going to split up nicely, and it means that this is going to be very easy indeed for No Mechanics to finish this one off with a 3-star. The good thing about E-Drags is no matter how long really you take with your Queen charge, they will be able to tear through the back end very, very quickly indeed. So well done to No Mechanics on this triple. I know he had plenty in this war with a few of his accounts. Very sexy indeed. So without further ado, it is time to go and check out the attack that won Die Crew the war. The one I showed a little clip of at the start. Let's see how they pulled in the 3-star that gave them the perfect war to finish off this MLCW final. So you can see Stoney is going to be coming in, and like I said, this attack was done in the last minute, that's right, of a 24-hour war. In the last minute, this attack came in, which gave them the tiny little percentage and the triple that they desperately needed. So we're going to be starting off here with a few troops to just start clearing either side. We've pulled the enemy clan castle, which is perfect. We definitely do not want them shooting down on our hog riders. We've got our king doing some work as well. We've got a couple of hog riders cleaning up already. Queen is going to be stuck on that enemy golem, and the 3 golemites are really going to hold her up for quite a while here, so Stoney chooses to pop that ability. We are going to be getting, what was that? I completely missed it. It's a Yeti bomb coming in from that bottom section, and it deals with the enemy queen. We don't get too many defenses, but that enemy queen could have torn our hog riders apart, so very important that we can get that down nice and quickly. We're going to be getting the majority of our hog riders in with the Grand Warden, a few also going to be coming in from this right hand side. King's doing his best to take out a few more of these buildings, but he is going to fall right there. A couple more hogs come in from this right hand side, and Stoney has now got all of the hog riders in that he is prepared to use, and you can see Warden's ability going to catch pretty much all of our troops right there as they continue shredding this base apart. Heal spell actually going to be used at the top section of this base. I perhaps would have saved it to use on the bomb tower as well, but it means that our hogs can swing around the top section. The tornado trap actually going to help us out there because it moves our hogs closer into this multi-target inferno, so they're going to push through that rather than going up to this archer tower at the top and having to deal with that multi-target inferno for even longer. Our last heal spell is going to allow our hogs to push through that bomb tower, but another giant bomb goes off, and this one is going to be very, very tight indeed. Our hog riders are actually choosing to split up there, but they are getting chased by a massive group of skeletons here from those skeleton traps. Can these wizards help deal with these skeleton traps? All of the defenses are now down, and it's just a case of a race against the clock. But if you guys check the time at the start, it was pretty close, but I believe Stoney had about 15-20 seconds left on the clock, so this one was pretty close, but they were able to get the job done. So you can see the hogs and the wizards are going to clean this one up, and this was the 3-star, like I said, that gave Die Crew that 1-star victory and brought them to the final and gave them the win in the MLCW Frozen Fury division. So a massive congratulations to Die Crew. Obviously I've been following their journey throughout. I've covered loads and loads of their MLCW wars, also a few other leagues that they're in. So I really appreciate you guys sticking with me all the way through this season to the end, to these finals where they were able to show just how good they are. Again, condolences to TREIBHAUS. You guys put up a fantastic effort, and it was an incredible war for you, from you guys as well. I did showcase plenty of your attacks over on my stream, again, twitch.tv/ClashWithStyle. You guys were awesome, but at the end of the day, someone has to win, someone has to lose, and Die Crew did manage to win. So, well done to them. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like. Can we aim for 15 likes? That would be fantastic. Leave a comment as well below your thoughts and feelings on this war. Did Die Crew deserve that win after you guys watched these amazing attacks? Have you stopped by my stream? Are you following? Are you subscribed? Hey, let me know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that might be. Peace.